G'day guys and welcome to another one of my Digimon ReArise videos. Today we are doing a showcase and analysis of Omegamon Alter B, who is just released in a limited gacha banner on the JP side of Digimon ReArise. So we're going to do a classic showcase, we'll test him out in a clash battle, we'll test him out in the Underworld Dungeon, and then we'll give him a crack in PvP and see how he goes. First of all, let's talk about what the Digimon does and how he looks. Starting with stats. This is sorted by HP, and as you can see, huge HP, 8956, which is more than Beelzemon Blast Mode, who's at 8600, and more than most of the recently released Red Digimon. This is only comparing him to other like Red Digimon as well. If we sort by power, not much changes. He's still number one, man. 6913 power. So he has a huge jump on Beelzemon Blast Mode, who's second with 61. So he has like 800 more power. Really high power stat. Next up is Underworld with what? 5500. Huge power stat. Moving on to his defense. Oh, look at that. He's still number one, man. His stats are ridiculous for this stage of the game. 3407 defense. Beelzemon's, 3,400 extra defense as well, which is important when we get to his passive later on. The only real Digimon in the currently in the meta that are red are Beelzemon and Underworld. That's pretty much it. Everything else is either reserved for clash battle or not very popular in PvP at the moment. So that's kind of what we're comparing this Digimon to. Finally, let's have a look at his speed. He does move down, but if I click on the Digimon, you'll see that 30 speed for Ophanimon, 30 speed for Omegamon, 30 speed for Beelzemon, 30 speed for Examon, and guess what? 30 speed for Omegamon Alter B. So he has a top tier, I guess he's equal number one in the speed tier as well. So this guy's stats, they're bonkers really. For this far in the game, his stats are the best for everything of all the red Digimon. And pretty much overall his stats are really great. So let's see, what does this guy do? We know his stats are good, but what else can he do? Main skill. 470%, which is a big multiplier to 3 enemies. So it's a normal skill, 3 enemies, ignores block, and 3.5 times damage on critical hits. So he is hitting really hard with this main skill. It ignores block, 3.5 times crit is crazy with these high stats, and 470 is a pretty good multiplier. Does only hit 3 Digimon though. Sub skill, 460 to 2 enemies. Shortens enemies buffs by 5 turns. It's good, but it's only 2 enemies, and 60% to your block rate, which is always handy. This is where he gets super interesting. Just look at this top bit to start off. 80% to own critical rate for 7 turns. That can't even be dispelled by a Beelzemon Blast Mode. He only reduces by 5 turns, or an Apocalypmon. The biggest turn reduction is 5 turns at the moment. So 7 turns, even if you get your turns reduced, you're going to get at least minimum 2 turns with this 80% crit rate, which is really good. Protect self from freezing forever. That's a bit of a nothing. I don't even know why they've included that. This is where he gets very interesting though. Once per battle, when own HP falls below 50%, clear, electric shock, paralysis, freezing stun, sleep, poison burn, error, skill, seal, and darkness. So basically any status ailment except for death mark or instant death gets removed. Kind of heavy Leomon-esque, kind of like Alphamon Oryuken mode, same sort of thing there. Let self-reduce damage received from enemy attacks to 500 for 5 turns. So that's like the classic Omegamon passive, but it's reduced from 1000 down to 500. And this is where it's nuts. 120% to own power forever. This guy's the equivalent of the power version of Alphamon Oryuken. With these high stats, 120% power buff forever. That's crazy. Obviously, this guy has some flaws. Number 1, he can be one-shot. This is the first Omegamon, apart from the Green Zwart, it doesn't start with his damage limiter. You actually have to fall below 50% health for it to even activate. So he is at risk of getting killed before that damage limiter and before his passive can kick in. However, with his high stats, his increased block rate on his sub skill, most of the time you can fall below that threshold, get this huge power buff, and just start going nuts with your damage. Even before the passive kicks in, the 50% passive, he's doing really good damage anyway. Huge multipliers, crit multipliers, great stats. This guy is a damaging machine. Not as tanky as other Digimon, but he is really, really good. No specific plugins for him, and he doesn't get a Battle Park boost, even though he's a new Digimon, because he's on one of those hidden banners. So he's just stock standard in the Battle Park at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy into, we'll start off with a Clash Battle. He's really good there. We'll move into the Underworld Dungeon, and finally we'll test him out in PvP. Let's get to it. Okay, we're over in Clash Battle now. We're going to try our, we'll do a level 20 Spiral Raid just because that'll give us the maximum amount of time to try and activate that passive. Pretty standard power lineup here. I've got I've got Blitz Greymon in here for defense reduction and power boost, and everyone else is just hard-hitting power Digimon. This guy is really good in Clash battles. The only thing I've found is his passive doesn't activate normally until really late in the battle. But watch this, and you'll see that he does ridiculous amounts of damage even without that passive active. That was about 100,000 damage with a crit there on his main skill, and about 50 or 43,000 on his sub skill. Oh, we got error. That's actually good. I know it might seem counterproductive, but that error can take us below that 50% threshold, and then he auto cleanses it. He just needs to get a counter or an additional attack here. I've also set him as my friend leader, so you can check out this wicked animation. And you can see that he does 150,000 damage with that friendship skill. Alright, don't want to waste any of his abilities till he falls below that threshold. Oh, so close. So close. There's that friendship skill again. 150,000. That's good damage. It's not quite Beelzemon Blast. All right, passive's there. Passive's there. You can see that damage limiter activates, and now we're doing 220,000 damage with our main skill, which was about 100,000, and we're doing 63,000 on our sub skill. So that is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Now the issue is once you get a status effect on, once you're below 50% health, you don't cleanse that again. Your passive stays active, but you don't cleanse that status ailment once you fall below 50% health. Not a crit there, that's disappointing. So there you go. Huge, huge damage in Clash battles. He was hitting, what, 220,000 damage with his main skill with that passive activated, so pretty good. Not quite as good as Beelzemon Blast Mode, who might do a little bit less damage, but he has that 4 hits, so it builds up that friendship meter much faster. So I still think Beelzemon Blast Mode is the king of Clash battles, but this guy's probably in close second in terms of power Digimon anyway. All right, we're going to jump over into the Underworld Dungeon now, and we'll see how he performs there. At the Underworld Dungeon, this is the team I'm going to be running him on. I'm using him as our main damage dealer. I've got some cooldown reduction, tons of heals, tons of crit and power support, so let's see how he goes. Obviously, this guy is not designed to be a Underworld Dungeon Digimon. He has immunity to freeze, and that's it. So that is not fantastic. Also, his main skill hits 3 enemies, and his sub skill only hits 2 enemies. So you're not going to be clearing out 4 waves with this guy. The passive will activate quite often, and if you have a healer, you can let him fall below that threshold and then try and heal him back up so he's got that passive. But honestly, I don't think you'll need it. He has so much raw power that you should be able to clear most stages or one-shot most Digimon without worry, even without that passive activated. I guess it's nice that he cleanses his status elements below 50% health, and that effect does reset when you enter the next stage, so... Right, it's pretty simple. He hits super hard. He'll clear things for you really, really quickly. We're only going to do one stage of the Clash Battle with this guy because he's not doing anything outstanding. He's just clearing things up for us here. And let's have a look at this friendship skill one more time, because it's pretty badass. Wicked. Okay, now we're going to jump into PvP. We're going to see how Omegamon Alter B performs there. So this is the team I'm going to be running our Omegamon Alter B on today. This is a power-focused team. I've got Heavy Liam on there for a little bit of support once that passive activates, but I do want to encourage him getting hit. Not too hard though. There is a possibility he can get one shot before his damage limiters kick in. I also have Sakuyamon Miko mode here for that cooldown reduction and some hard-hitting power Digimon, and Blitz Greymon for power and defense reduction. Alright, let's check him out. So he's not a perfect PvP Digimon, but he is very, very good. Oh, this is a good team. Alright, so I always start off by trying to clear the opponent's short-term buffs with that Beelzemon skill. Oh, Heavy Liamon's there. This guy's actually a really good Heavy Liamon counter. Look at this. You can kill a Heavy Liamon from almost full health with your main skill if you get lucky. Okay, passive activated, and we are doing absurd amount of damage now. His 500 damage limiter for 5 times is activated as well, so he's really peaking in this match. The heal goes off, and you keep that damage limiter, and you keep that power buff. So if you can somehow combine this guy with a healer, he is really good. Healers are so risky in PvP though, so remember that. I've been getting heaps more 28-point victories with this guy, which is the maximum amount of points that you can get, just because of how hard he hits. So there's lots of positives to this Digimon, but he is not perfect. The fact that you have to get him below 50% health before he can really shine, or before he can even protect himself, is an issue. What have we got? Oh, he's going to heal up. Let's see how much damage we can do. No passive. Damn. So I just one-shotted... Hang on a second. I just one-shot a Shine Greymon Burst Mode with his shield up. He only just got hit from one other skill. Wow. The power, man, the power. And now I can just clean up with Beelzemon here. And let's finish off. Let's let him have one more time to shine. He should do heaps of damage here. Whoa! Okay, no Digimon is surviving that. No one can get their health to that high. Nice, another 28er. This is going really well. All right, let's try again. I'd love to get that passive off one more time in PvP, then heal him up so that damage limiter can shine. Oh, I really want to clear these buffs. Oh, all right. He's cleared mine as well, but that's okay. Watch this. Bye. Oh, that's the green Zwart. He's a really, really good healer. Oh no, he might get an L here. I'm going to set up my Heavy Liamon and take a few hits. Oh, good, good, good. Miko mode's still alive, so we might be able to... Oh, this is going to be a close one, guys. So as you can see, we got taken out before that damage limiter kicked in. He's not a perfect Digimon at all, but as you can see, he is really, really good. If you're just looking for a hard-hitting beat stick with a chance of becoming the hardest hitting beat stick, he's definitely a great option to run on a power team. I don't know who's going to get this one. I got Death Mark on my Heavy Leomon. Oh, this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one. Get that heal up straight away. Oh man, I don't know if we got this. This is like the stalliest match ever. Oh nah, we've lost it. We've lost it. Ah, good battle, good battle. This guy's obviously going pretty hard. He's at 4,500. Still get a few points because he took out a lot of his Digimon. Alright, back in again. Hopefully we can survive this one, get that passive off, and kick some butt. Okay, heaps of damage limiters, so I'm going to try and clear that. You might have noticed that I'm pretty sure I've won every single speed battle in this video, and that is because I have my Alter B kitted out as a super fast boy, like really fast. The reason is he already has 80% critical for 7 turns in his passive. So there's no point in boosting his crit much more than that. I think mine, I've put 1 critical plug-in on him just to get him over 100%, so I can guarantee that crit. But you might as well focus on speed. So as you can see, I don't even have his defense plug-in fully maxed out yet. I've got a speed plug-in here. I've got this really, really good ancient plug-in, which is minus pinpoint rate plus speed. His speed's at what, 96. He is a fast boy at the moment. And that's really helping me get off those debuffs and being able to sweep really fast. So don't always rush to your critical plugins, because sometimes speed is better. Oh, we got a talking of speed, we lost the speed there, and he's copying my tactic, man. He's got Heavy Leomon up here. No passive activated. Can we clear that Heavy Leomon though? Oh, not this one. Not this one. Don't worry. He's not under 50% health, so we should be able to clear him here. Oh, he is a chonky boy. This guy must have some insane plugins. Miko mode's been taken out. That's not good. Might get another L here, boys. Damn, good showcase for his Omegamon Alter B. Because his Omegamon is running rampant on my team. I think we're going to take the L here, guys. This guy must have some real chonky plugins. If he outsped me, and he's been that Heavy Leomon, man. Yeah, I think it's all over, Red Rover. Anyway, that was a good showcase for his Alter B, who absolutely tore me apart. And now it's just 2 Heavy Leomons punching each other to death slowly. So slowly. There we go. 3 wins, 2 losses, not bad. We had some really good victories there. Obviously, my team layout could be changed a little bit. I would consider getting rid of that healer for maybe another tanky Digimon or some kind of defense boosting Digimon to help my survivability a bit. But I really wanted to show off his skills in PvP with a bit of cooldown reduction. So that's pretty much it, guys. That should be enough information for you to inform an opinion about Omegamon Alter B. He is a super hard-hitting Digimon. If I was going to give him tiers at the moment, Clash Battle, S tier, definitely really, really good. Underworld Dungeon, he's not spectacular. He can cleanse those status effects though. Probably A tier, A plus maybe, as a damage dealer in your Underworld Dungeon teams. And in PvP, it's kind of iffy. I would say A tier, maybe A plus. He hits so hard, but he does have that risk factor, especially if you want to try and get that passive activated. You just need to make sure that you don't get one shot. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I've been so rapt to use this guy after that absolutely fire summoning video, and if you haven't checked that out, I really recommend it. Probably my best multi ever. If you have any questions or you have something that you want me to make a video about, please let me know in the comments below. Join that Discord for the most up-to-date information, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!